A very warm welcome, and once again we are absolutely delighted to be able to video today for you our recently purchased, or exchanged should I say. This vehicle was exchanged in for an Audi Q2 2019 new facelifted model Mercedes A-Class. This is the A180d, which is a 1.5 turbo diesel pushing out just short of 120 brake horsepower. Vehicle is driven through a 7-speed fully automatic gearbox with manual switchable options. It's finished in mountain grey metallic, it has rear privacy film, and it's a sport executive model, so a really special car. This is the first facelifted A-Class that we've actually had, and we're delighted to have been acquainted with it, and I've taken about an hour the other evening just going through some of the controls, which I'll go through with you shortly in this video. Cheshire Cars have been established for 27 years, and we have an enviable reputation for good and straightforward and honest car dealing. All our reviews are available on Google, Facebook and Auto Trader, and we do encourage you to have a read through some or all of our reviews. There are quite a few hundred, so just be prepared if you want to look through every single one. The vehicle has great tyres and wheels, all in great condition. Just about to send the car to our workshop partners for a full PDI and a B service. All the oils and the filters have been purchased, should I say, from Mercedes in Stoke-on-Trent. So the new owner of this vehicle will have a car just been MOT'd without any advisories, and will have had its B service, which is a fairly major service. That's engine oil, pollen and air filters. So that will be updated on the car's iDrive, if you like, the system inside, and you'll get a reminder in 12 months time for another service. The vehicle is available with car finance and PCP, and we can also accept part exchange. Please do email your details through using either our website or email at cheshire.cars@btconnect.com. Now there are 47,000 miles. I didn't tell you the mileage, sorry, 47,074 miles, and the vehicle has age-related very small stone chips, as you would imagine, but we have touched as many in as we can using a Mercedes touch-up pencil, so it's going to be very hard to show you them on the video, but there's one or two stone chips. Let me just see if I can show you. I'm having trouble to see them, but there's one here and another one here, and I'll take you around to the back bumper. There's one on the rear bumper, but it has really touched in really well, so we're very pleased with that. All the front and rear parking sensors are operational, and there's also a reverse camera with this vehicle. PJ19AXZ for Zulu has active cruise control, obviously a touchscreen, fully compatible to your smartphone, so you can have your music playing across the speaker system in this vehicle. I think what they've done with the A-Class, well, they have definitely done it, is they've concentrated the most of the redesign development on the interior of the car. So when we go inside it in a few moments, we'll go through that with you, but suffice to say, it's an absolutely stunning car to look at and a very comfortable car to drive in. Paul, the owner, has had and looked after the car, and the next buyer of the car will effectively be the car's third owner. The seats, both front seats, are height adjustable here, also extendable under knee support, so you have like a, well, it is the Sport Executive, so with it being a Sport you get obviously the extendable two front seats bases. Very comfortable seats, Artico leather with a cloth fabric. Rear seats sit 3 people, and they are very easy to fold. Very easy indeed. In fact, I'll show you how easy it is. Just put my fingers there. Bear in mind I'm holding the camera. And there is the seat, that's folded. That's as easy as it is. Silver painted wheels, and if you want them a different colour, we do offer an option. They're £300 to change the colour for you, and we don't just paint the faces, we take the tyres off, we obviously remove all the wheels, take the tyres off, sandblast powder coat them to the colour of your choice, and that's £300 including VAT. That's an option you may wish to choose, and it would look fantastic with hybrid black, which is a dark grey finish, and that would be sandblasted and powder coated, so that means that the backs of the wheels are the same standard as the faces. This is called the face. Let us know if you want that doing. We do need a week's notice on that. Parking sensors and parallel parking is available on this car. So too is the reversing camera. Now, because I'm doing the video on my own today, I can't show you the camera on the video popping out, but it pops out. This releases and the camera comes down there, but there is a picture in the montage of the photograph, so maybe you'll have a look there. No spare wheel, as is customary today on vehicles, but it does have an emergency air compressor with tyre sealant, and we do have a cavernous boot. It's really large, the boot. So let's just move that away. We've got some more storage underneath. I don't know if the camera is picking that up, but you've got the compressor and the sealant in there, and you also have, tucked away here, you have the warning triangle. Seats are 60/40, so good system of seats. And how you can adjust them, very straightforward, as I've mentioned and shown you. And this is the part of the car I really do like. They have put a lot of emphasis on the inside of the vehicle and driver experience and enjoyment plus comfort. Excuse me. So what you have on the door panels, you have a heated front seat switch just there. Three-stage heating. On the driver's side door you have the front and the rear electric windows. You can prevent the children from the rear opening the windows, of course, as you would imagine, by pressing that button. And then you have the electric and heated and folding door mirrors. So it can be folded in automatically when you lock the car, but also you can manually fold them in on that button, and I'll just show you. There you go. They're both working fine. Don't bang the mirrors, for goodness sake, the new owner, because they're going to be pretty expensive to replace. Unlock and lock, you can override the manual system. You can actually do that through the settings in the car, but if you don't want to do that and you want the car to lock after, say, 10 miles per hour, then you want to unlock it, just press that button there. Driver's seat again is adjustable. It's automatic headlights, LED daylight running lights, and we'll go through some of the major areas that we think you'll find interesting. So if we can just start with the mileage, 47,074 miles, absolutely guaranteed. We do have a complete service record. We have 2 Mercedes-Benz services, 1 independent from the dealer that Paul bought it from, Hilton Car Supermarket, and then we'll be carrying out the service in the next 2 or 3 days using Mercedes parts and oils, which we will print off, and receipts. So we have got all receipts of servicing. Okay, so on the multifunction steering wheel you have 2 control panels on the right and another on the left, and also just behind you've got the paddle shifters for the gearbox, and your gear shifter, the main gear shifter, is just there on the right hand side, a little bit smaller than what the original A-Class was, but it's there, and that's pretty much ordinary for Mercedes-Benz these days. The left hand side of course controls the wipers, so that's there as well, and you'll just see those wiping across. I think you can see that, can't you? So, and that's the rear wiper. You've got stop start there, and you can override, sorry, you've got the stop start engine button, but you also have the stop start override button once the car is running. So if you don't want it to stop and start on you, press that. And you have a soft touch here, so it's a very good system. So you can swipe across, and basically that will move this here. This will move the binnacle in front of you. So let's just go to home, and then we can go across, and can you see those moving? If you want to use one of those, you just get to the one you want to use. Let's go to navigation. You just push that down there and it will bring up the navigation. You can go back on that button there, just there, and then you can go back again. And let's go back to the trip. That brings us up the speedometer digital, and you've got the, they're both digital, aren't they actually, but you've got the analog digital speedometer and you've got the truly digital speedometer there. Fuel gauge is just there, and brake distance controls just there as well. And also on this side is the cruise control, active and normal cruise, and also speed limiter, so that's all very impressive. The left hand side controls, let me just put the light on, the left hand side controls the media, which is your screen here. So that's another easy to, well, say it's easy, you need to get used to it, of course you will, but also on there is your volume control, and there is your home screen as I've set it, but you can dictate what you see as an home screen, and you can sync the temperatures. At the moment the passenger is 18, the driver is 19. I think if you press that, they both jump to the same temperature as the driver, so it works on the driver's side, both at 19. So if you alter it on the driver, you also alter it on the passenger. Here is the reverse camera. Let's show you what the reverse camera looks like, covering the, and there we go, that's your reverse camera. So bring it into park, and the camera goes off. You'll hear that little electronic mechanism working just to release the flap so the camera comes out. You have a lovely pad here, which again controls the media screen as well without you moving your hands off the wheel. And then you've got other such like radio, media, telephone. My phone's connected at the moment, and you can also change the settings, the performance of the car, by using this control here. So an altogether really nice car, centre armrest, and you have a smartphone connector in there. You also have one in the front here, you know, you probably just see it, and there's a 12-volt socket just there. So a jolly nice car, which has been very well looked after by Paul, the owner, who is a brilliant guy, and he loved our 4,000 miles Q2, so he couldn't resist it actually, so he snapped that one up last week. But altogether, no smells, no tobacco, no animal odours are in this car, and there's no undue wear. And I did mention in the video I would show you or tell you about a very small nick in the rear bumper. Let me just point it out. Just there.